Hello, hello. I'm Angela Logan, and this is Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, December 4th, 2019. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I want to send shout outs to Miss Drummond, Georgia, Miss Georgia in Mississippi, Julia in Mobile, Alabama. Thank you, Miss Jean, who is a commenter on here for trying to help me and update me with said information. Thanks for looking out. Miss Zenobia in Virginia, how are you doing? Shout outs to my brother Buck in Knox Vegas. Thanks a lot for your support. I want to give you information on a said case that I've talked about on here, and it is the case of Miss Aniah Blanchard. As many of you know already, some of you, but for those of you who do not know, today was court day for Mr. Ibraheem Yazeed. Any information that I am relaying to you, you can find it on al.com and WVTM News 13, Birmingham, Alabama. I have joined the two for the said information that I'm going to bring to you. Okay, he attended court today. His charges have been upgraded to 2 capital murder charges. State's attorneys are seeking the death penalty in this case. It was revealed in the affidavits that Miss Blanchard fought back. It is stated that a gun was used in the crime. She was murdered by a gunshot. Someone had spoken to Mr. Yazeed. This information was given in the affidavit. I guess the authorities found this person and had a conversation with this person about said information, and this person repeated in the said affidavit that Mr. Yazeed was seen at an apartment complex with shorts only on. He had a gun in his waistband, and that a conversation ensued, and he told this person that he shot a girl. Make sure I get the correct information. Yazeed admitted to shooting a girl and stated the girl went for the gun, Detective Josh Mixon wrote. So, as you see, he was seen with a gun in his waistband. He told someone that the girl reached for a gun, so he shot her. And also, her car was seen, but she was not seen when the person saw him in the said SUV belonging to Miss Blanchard. And also, Mr. Yazeed was also seen at another gas station exiting the passenger side of Miss Blanchard's vehicle, her Honda CRV, and going back into the said car. So now that is new information that has been revealed from the court, that he was seen in her car at another time at another gas station. Someone also saw him at a apartment complex in Montgomery, and that he was only wearing shorts, and that he had a gun in his waistband, and that he also told the person that he shot a girl because she went for the gun. And that's the said information I have from WVTM 13 News and al.com. If you need verification for this information, I think it's very pathetic and sad that we even have to be discussing this, but that is the update I have, and I feel so terrible for the loss of Miss Aniah Blanchard, and also know that her parents are in the makings of her funeral arrangements, life-going celebration, and it will be December 21st. Those details have not been set in stone yet. They are still working on the details, a time and a place. So I thought I'd let you all know that December 21st is a Saturday, and her parents are planning a homegoing celebration for Miss Aniah Blanchard, and life celebration, excuse me. Okay, someone sent me, a nice friend I have that lives in Birmingham, Alabama, sent me a nice little photograph of Mr. Yazeed in court. And he was smiling and laughing, and now who he was smiling and laughing at, I do not know. But I think it is so crass to be indicted on 2 murder charges And you're in court smiling and laughing and grinning, skinning and grinning, as we would say in the street. And it's like, what do you have to smile about? But see, that goes to show you the character of this thing. He does not care, and he did not care on that day that he took the life of Miss Aniah Blanchard. And so now you're sitting in court because you know you're not going anywhere and you don't have anything else better to do but play upon others' emotions and just act a damn fool. But that's okay. At least we know where he is and he's not going anywhere. But that's the latest update on Miss Aniah Blanchard. And there are other people, naturally, who were arrested in that case. And I'll give you a little bit of information about them and then I'll check on out of here. The other two that were charged in connection to the case of Aniah Blanchard are Antoine Squirmy Fisher, 35, and David Lee Johnson, Sr., 63. Fisher is also charged with first-degree kidnapping and remains held on a $50,000 bond. Authorities said Fisher provided material assistance to Yazeed by providing transportation to Yazeed and disposing of evidence, according to court records. Johnson is charged with hindering prosecution. Authorities say he knew his son allegedly drove Yazeed to Florida, but instead told investigators Yazeed left his home with an unidentified woman. Johnson has been released on bond. Hughes has not said whether charges against Fisher or Johnson could later be upgraded as well. Now, mind you, Mr. Yazeed was out on bond at the time of this crime for attempted murder of an elderly gentleman. And I have relayed that information to you guys in the previous video. And so that is the said information about the other two suspects. I will bring you an update when I get that information about their court appearances and the said information. But I think it's very sad because now your mind will start to wonder, well, what did they actually know? And who told? I'm curious about that. Who told on Mr. Yazeed? Was it the second suspect, Mr. Fisher, when he was apprehended? And how did his name come about? See, I always wonder those things because naturally there's a gag order in this case as well. So who gave up Mr. Fisher? Did Yazeed give his name up? Did he realize, I'll just tell it all, tell some of it? So how did Mr. Fisher's name come into play? Who gave the information up about him? Because it's very coincidental that when Mr. Fisher was arrested on that, I believe it was a Saturday, her remains were found on that Monday morning. So I'm wondering if he told where she could be found. And of course, you know, they could still charge you with after the fact, the state, because you had knowledge, let's say, if he knew where she was. You have information and you never came forward and told the police that a lady was buried out in the said place. And God forbid if somebody really starts talking and say, well, he knew all along what I was doing and woo, woo, woo. See, you never know with these kind of people. What's going to come out and what's going to be said, who played what part. But then you think about the person who drove him down to Florida. What did Mr. Yazeed tell you? Oh, I'm just getting away for a while. Just going to visit a friend, family. Very sick tale. But I'm telling you, seeing that photo of him grinning and skinning and grinning in that courtroom, it just made my stomach turn. And it just goes to show you, you don't know people. And this man was heinous. And he was corrupt. And that he is an empty vessel. And he doesn't care about anybody. And the fact that he has a child is even worse. Because that's somebody's daddy. Somebody laid down with that thing and made a baby. Surely can't get no worse than that. Until my next update on the said information, my prayers and condolences to the Blanchard family. And I will bring you all an update with the celebration of life services when they come about, I will let you all know. And any other information pertaining to this case, I will definitely bring you an update. And I want to thank you all for watching. And you all be safe out there. It is the holidays, and there are some not so nice people out there who are out lurking about. So please stay safe, ladies. Mind your children and keep a watchful eye, out on your friends and neighbors and the little ones, because we want you to stay around. We want to keep you around. Happy holidays to all of you, and thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.